Hi, it's that time again, and this is your Oracle card reading for the days of March 7th through 13th. Welcome. Take a deep breath. There's a lot going on in this week. We're currently in the midst of Lent. Purim is on the 11th and 12th, and we have a full moon on the 12th. And I drew two cards from the Loving Words of Jesus Doreen Virtue's card deck. The first one being, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid," John 4:2-7. And the message I got with that card, actually I read the other one as well. And then I picked clarification card, and this one is, "Unto you is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God," Mark 4:11. And there is an ongoing theme here, and it's basically about I'm going to read the interpretation as Jesus gave it, provided it for this oracle card reading. The first card, "Let not your heart be afraid, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." He provided these words: "Your heart allows you to feel compassion. Without this, you become filled with doubt and uncertainty. Raise your vibration to allow my joy to meet you and guide you to your right actions. Amidst chaos, a flower blooms slowly and opens at the appropriate time. If it does not need to be forced or rushed. The petals anticipate the sun and rise to the occasion." Okay. And then this card, "Unto you is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God." And he provided this interpretation: "The meaning is hidden, and the caverns are filled with words of encouragement. And allow your mind to gather from its vast depths. Be not afraid of the journey, for it's replete with the mystery of the ages." Now, my understanding of that card is that the kingdom of God is within. So basically, Jesus is telling us that if we take care of ourselves, we will be taking care of the planet. And it sounds like simplistic guidance. However, the most simple advice usually is the best. And we're only capable of doing that very thing. Our power only extends to us. We are capable of changing our thoughts, that kind of thing, of reprioritizing, and you'll see that he's not being literal. He's being more, if Jesus was here today, he'd say, put down the cross, get off the cross, sit down, talk to me, have a cup of coffee, and talk to me about how you're doing. So basically, I know that challenges people's thoughts about Jesus, but basically that's how he really is. He wants to be more hands-on with people and less deified. The first card, these are the cards I picked: creative expression, classes, have confidence in your creations, journaling, gratitude, open your heart to love, and law of attraction. Now, the reason why I'm reading the whole thing is because, do you see where we're going with this? He's basically going, I want you to take stock of what you're doing during, here's a full moon, here's an opportunity to recreate yourself for the coming year. Like Easter is about rebirth, so he wants you to basically birth yourself. And so he's going, instead of, how the full moon is always filled with activity. I mean, it just seems like people aren't able to sleep, and you feel like you're just filled. You feel like you have so much energy, you don't know what to do with it. He's basically saying, why don't you instead take all that energy and motivation, recreate yourself, and do your creative activities, like, if you're a singer, sing, or if you're a writer, write, or for your sculptor, sculpt, or that kind of thing. Or if you, counsel people, then counsel people. Or, counselors, be good to yourself, break away from counseling and take your own advice and go within, that kind of thing. So, there you go. And I think this is the best advice, because during time periods of upheaval, the only thing that you really can do is take all your resources and use them to the best of your ability. Okay, so creative expression was drawn for Monday, the 7th, today. And the inspiration that Jesus provided is thus. He said, the reason people have talent is to help and motivate themselves and others into action. Sometimes it does not feel like you are helping with your talent, but then you have a singular event in your life and your knowing kicks in and empowers you. So again, as I said, he's advising us to take our creativity and start using our gifts to benefit ourselves and thus the world. And recreate a new world by changing ourselves. And the second, on March 8th, Tuesday, March 8th, I drew the classes card. This is the Archangel Gabriel, Doreen Virtue's Archangel Gabriel cards, and he's a messenger. So I thought that was so suitable. I mean, it seems I thought it was. I'm finding inspiration just by what cards I was drawn to choose, that kind of thing, and I just, Purim, Lent, and then, at the end of Lent it's going to be Easter, so I just kind of see it as rebirth. We're rebirthing ourselves. And that full moon is giving us the inspiration and energy to make these necessary changes. To give to ourselves, reclaim ourselves. If we're doing too much, to withdraw, to go and, and give to ourselves, meaning pamper. If you're not one of these people that pampers, you definitely need to. That's what I see he's doing. Just go within, redirect your energy within, and then make necessary changes so that you're a happier person. Okay. And the next one, March 8th, I pulled the classes card. Learning and teaching are part of your higher calling, as according to Doreen Virtue. I was guided to write, we are learning every day. The teacher changes, but if we allow ourselves to be taught, the trial shortens and sends us back on our path. Allow yourself to lead and throw caution to the wind, for sometimes leaders must exalt. And I had to look up the word exalt, and if you look up that word, it's like another hidden blessing. Go ahead and look it up. You'll be thrilled by at least I was. Then we're moving on to Wednesday, March 9th. Have confidence in your creations. And Doreen says, trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. And I was guided to write and then tell you, you will be guided to express yourself as a messenger. It will be construed as self-righteous. Don't allow people to cap your enthusiasm and purpose. Create as though today is the greatest gift you have and will ever have. Jesus, wow. He's pretty amazing. Okay, and he's a resource that's there for everyone. Okay, so then we move on to Thursday, and I picked journaling. Doreen Virtue says, consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds your confidence as a writer. I was guided to write and then share with you. Writing restores your faith and perseverance. It allows you to know your inner truth. Allow your thoughts to flow unguarded and relinquish your inner critic. Moving on to Friday, and isn't it funny that that's Friday? Thank God it's Friday. That I pulled a gratitude card. That's funny. And Doreen Virtue guided to write, you attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. And I wrote, your thoughts create gratitude. It allows you to retain your enthusiasm. Develop the habit of a positive mindset. More will flow your way and create influx. The interest will grow as your PMA creates a receptive state and allows the recipient to grow from gratitude. And then Saturday, which I thought was funny because that's the new moon on the 12th, and the new moon, I pulled the open your heart to love, and a lot of people equate, remember the movie Moonstruck? They equate, a full moon to a time when your love life improves and that kind of thing. But, maybe love for yourself. But Doreen writes, the more you open your heart and pour your love into creations, the greater their life force energy. And that card inspired me, along with Jesus, to write, as you allow others to heal you, so too you become a channel for compassion and resonate in the perfect semblance of joy. It opens to you, to yourself, and allows others to see your unique divinity. Yeah, it opens you to yourself and allows others to see your unique divinity. My mom, God bless her, she's passed now, she used to say, Karen, you're one of a kind. And maybe she meant that in a different way, but basically I'm using that as an example to, and she's telling me, no, you really believe that you would go far, Karen, and I'm happy that you're doing this. But she used to say that I was unique. Okay, so then the final card I pulled on March 13th is the Law of Attraction. And Doreen was inspired to write, keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people and situations, and you will attract more positivity into your life. And this Law of Attraction, and you know how attraction, when you have that moon energy from that full moon, you feel the attraction, like the cosmic attraction in the air. Aren't you? I like to take walks, and I feel when there's a new moon, or a full moon rather, you feel like you have to get outside and go, visit the moon energy and that kind of thing. But it's a very powerful, the full moon is a very powerful time. And also, with this card, Law of Attraction, this is a very powerful, when your thoughts are very powerful. This is what I was guided to write. An action demonstrated will guide an equal action on your part or another. The law of attraction is powerful. I encourage you to practice the art of PMA to see what you draw to yourself in a singular day, week, month. Relax and allow your joy to arise naturally. Joy is one of the most powerful emotions on the planet. Practice the art of joyfulness. And with that being said, I want to stop here. Wish everybody a wonderful week. A bientôt, au revoir, and arrivederci. and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.